John Clute, K4SQC, and I'm the moderator. I just wanted to let you know that what you'll be hearing for about the next 5 minutes or so is the teacher, Senor Pepe Pineda, who's talking with his students and getting ready for the contact. We will have the formal program starting in about 6 minutes. So with that, Pepe, back to you, and do remember that everything we're saying is going to be on the live stream.
Okay, it's Pepe here. We are ready.
Okay, well then we'll start the formal program in 6 minutes. And for those of you who are watching the live stream, welcome to the Space Chat with I.E.S. Pedro de Valdivia School in Villanueva de la Serena, Spain.
Bueno, 6 minutitos y empezamos, pero everything is online now. Elisa, bien. Un poquito de paciencia. Para quien esté escuchando, lo que tenemos detrás son la videoconferencia que estamos manteniendo con los muchachos, con los alumnos, simplemente para coordinación, porque no vamos a tener vídeo con el astronauta. Con el astronauta vamos a estar simplemente comunicados por voz, por audio. Y a la derecha podemos ver, a la derecha, a la izquierda, podemos ver la posición que tiene ahora mismo la Estación Espacial Internacional. Rodeada de un circulito verde, que es la huella que llamamos, en la zona que está dentro del área de cobertura, el área en la cual puede comunicar la Estación Espacial. Se va acercando poco a poco, ahora mismo está sobre Centroamérica y cruzará el Atlántico en cuestión de 10 o 15 minutos y estará ya sobre su huella, ya estará sobre Estamos a la espera de empezar el programa oficial en cuestión de 3 minutos.
Lo que quiere decir es que cualquier estación terrestre que está dentro de este círculo verde tiene acceso a contactar vía radio con la estación internacional, ¿vale?
If someone is watching the live stream of the students, please make sure that your computer audio is turned all the way down, so we don't get any feedback between the telephone and the computer.
El audio del
No tenemos. We have no feedback between computer and...
Excellent. We have about 3 minutes to go.
No se le escucha ahí ahí es que no tiene el volumen. Vale, ya, porque
conference operator, if you want to go ahead and start the recording, that would be good.
Okay, I will do that this time. Thank you. One moment. Thank you for standing by. Today's call is being recorded. If you have any objections, you may disconnect at this time. You may begin.
Okay, well, I think we'll go ahead and get started. I want to welcome everyone to the chat with our students and colleagues located in Villanueva de la Serena, Spain. My name is John Clute, K4SQC, and I am your amateur radio moderator for today's I.E.S. Contact. I.E.S. Amateur Radio on the International Space Station. I am speaking to you from my home in Atlanta, Georgia. What makes this contact a little different from the usual I.E.S. contact is everyone who is involved is speaking from their home as we all shelter in place. Through the help of amateur radio volunteers and the crew of the ISS, we hope to soon establish a amateur radio contact with the International Space Station as it flies more than 200 miles above the Earth over Belgium. This contact will be performed using the Amateur Radio Telebridge Network, a worldwide network of amateur radio ground stations that enable students to contact the ISS. We are joined today by Senor Pepe Pineda, the teacher, as well as Marcelo Turrell, IK0 USO technical mentor who helped set up this contact in Spain. We have a short video from Pepe introducing the students and telling us about the school. So Steve, if you could please start that video, that would be much appreciated.
Hello everybody. We have landed at Pedro de Valdivia High School. No one's here now. We've been working from home from the last 2 months. We continue the activities with the students through online tools. Hello students, how are you?
Hello, Pepe.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I'm fine.
Paula, can you tell us exactly where we are?
We are in Extremadura, in the west of Spain, exactly at the confluence of the rivers Guadiana and Zújar.
Jesús, what can you tell us about I.E.S. Pedro de Valdivia?
The Pedro de Valdivia is the first high school of Villanueva de la Serena that has been forming young people of the region for the last 66 years.
Ivan, what is the ISPB space project about?
It's a STEM project whose objective is design and commissioning of a space tracking station to communicate with the International Space Station. It has been developing in after-school hours for the last 4 years.
Luis, what was the start of the project?
At first, we participated in NASA's EarthCam project, which allows us to take photos from the International Space Station through the web.
David, it is true that the ISS can be seen to the night eye?
Yes, of course. From the school year, we have followed the ISS passes and we took some photos of it.
Carlos, is your tracking station working? Did you receive any transmissions?
We've built an antenna and assembled a tracking system, which allowed us to listen to various voice transmissions and SSTV from the ISS.
Jesus, have you managed to communicate with the space station?
Actually, yes. We have managed to communicate directly in text mode with the space station, and we are currently preparing an interview with the astronaut Chris Cassidy, who is on board in the ISS.
Hi, I'm Paula. I'm enjoying this project because I'm learning a lot of new things.
Hi, my name is Jesus, and I love robotics.
Hello, my name is Ivan, and I like the space adventure.
Hello, my name is Antonio, and I like aeronautic engineering.
Hello, my name is David, and I like robotics.
Hola, my name is Paola, and I'm into space exploration.
Hi, I'm Carlos. I love sports and space exploration.
Hello, my name is Jose Manuel, and I love robotics and astronomy.
Hello, my name is Elisa, and I like biology, but I also like looking at the stars.
Hello, my name is Carlos, and I like astronomy.
Hello, I'm Luis. I like computer and programming.
That was very, very interesting, and I want to thank you all and students and Pepe for putting that video together to help us, to give us a little introduction to the students and also a little better understanding of your school and what you're doing with the ISS and this contact. I.E.S. is an international program supported by amateur radio operators from around the world. Some member organizations of I.E.S. are the American Radio Relay League, the Worldwide AMSAT, Radio Amateur Satellite Corporations, as well as space agencies including NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, I.E.S, the European Space Agency, CSA, the Canadian Space Agency, JAXA, the Japanese Space Agency, and Roscosmos, the Russian Space Agency. The amateur radio ground station that will establish contact with the ISS is ON4ISS, located in Belgium and operated by Jan Populars. Jan, please tell us a little about your station and how you handled today's contact with the ISS.
Thank you, John, for my introduction. The amateur radio station that assists you today with the radio link in the ISS is located in Belgium and situated in the southern region near Antwerp in the town of Aartselaar. I'm looking to the map, and the space station is about 5,500 kilometers away, and it is approaching on with a speed with 7.66 kilometers a second. So it's very fast. So the amateur radio ground station that kept operational by the UBA AAA, the amateur active amateurs, and in the realization of this Irish telebridge radio station are 6 volunteers directly involved. We use two-way radios, fully computer controlled for frequency control. Antenna tracking in both in elevation as in altitude is also computer controlled. And my antenna is already pointed in the direction of 280 degrees west. It means that we're expecting the space station from that direction. And when I call a station and it's answer or it not answer, you hear that noise. So we can guarantee you that we make contact, but it can happen that we have to call it a few times before it pops over the horizon. So when the established is communication is established, I ask Chris if he is ready, and so if he is ready, I pass the communication to the schools or to the students for their questions. That is what I can tell about my station, John.
Oh, very good. Thank you, Jan. That's very helpful. We have about a little less than 6 minutes till the contact time. Our contact today is with astronaut Chris Cassidy, KF4KDR, who will be using the ISS call sign OR4ISS. We've heard a little bit about what's happening on the ground. We do have a short video from astronaut Tim Peake, KG5BVI, that explains an I.E.S contact from the astronaut's point of view. So, Steve, if you could go ahead and please run the Tim Peake video.
CQ, NA1SS, over. NA1SS, over. Echo Alpha 1 Charlie Radio Kilo, you read, NA1SS is here, over. Carlos, did you say your call sign was EA1CRK, over? Okay, I got you loud and clear, Carlos. Thanks for the contact, over. Carlos, it's a pleasure to talk to you. I don't usually hit same. Thanks for the contact, over.
Hi everyone, I'm Tim Peake and welcome aboard the International Space Station, where we're orbiting Earth 16 times every day. One of the most rewarding activities that some astronauts undertake on orbit is to talk to schools using the space station's ham radio. Now these are events that are planned by I.E.S, which is a worldwide group of amateur radio volunteers who are dedicated to introducing young people and students to science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Now this is the equipment here in the Columbus laboratory, which consists of a handheld radio, a headset, and we also have a ham video unit. Now as the International Space Station orbits above your location, a radio link is established between the ISS and your school. Now because we're travelling at nearly 18,000 miles per hour, which is an incredible 25 times the speed of sound, we usually get about 9 or 10 minutes of good radio contact before losing the signal. So about 5 minutes before the scheduled start time of the contact, I come into the Columbus laboratory and configure the radio so that I'm on the correct channel, and sometimes I'll set up the ham video too. Just before the predicted time, I'll begin to start calling the school using the standard amateur radio calling techniques. For example, if the call sign of your school was GB4 Fun, I would say Golf Bravo 4, Foxtrot Uniform November. This is Golf Bravo 1 Sierra Sierra, listening and standing by. Now at your school, the radio operator will be listening for my call, but may also transmit and try to call me as well. You'll probably have a much more powerful transmitter on the ground than we have up here on board, so I'm likely to hear you before you hear me. Then, once we can hear each other, then comes the best bit, which is actually talking to the students and answering the questions. Once I've answered all the questions, we use the remaining time to say goodbye to each other and end the connection. I'll then spend a few minutes configuring the radio back into a rebroadcast mode, and then I'll go back to my day job, which is of course doing science on board the International Space Station. I.E.S is a brilliant opportunity for astronauts to talk to school pupils. It's really rewarding to hear how excited the students are when they're talking to somebody up here in space. And it's a true privilege to be able to inspire our next generation of scientists and engineers through amateur radio.
Very important that the students say over at the end of the call. And as Jan has said, these are our experiments, and we don't know the outcome until they're done. We're expecting a very positive outcome. So Jan, it looks like it's all yours. Over to you.
Yes, okay. Thank you, John. I noticed that my elevation is now minus 4 degrees. So I tracked the I.E.S path before, and it works well. But I start calling when it is approaching my visibility to him. So it can happen that we have to wait a few seconds before Chris answer and he pops over the horizon. So that's the situation here. And it's now minus 2.8 degrees elevation, so I can start calling in a few moments, because when I call him now, he didn't respond. I'm pretty sure of that, because it's necessary that he has a visible contact in line of sight, like they say, for my station. So I begin to start calling him, and we wait for a response from Chris. Oscar Romeo 4 ISS, Oscar Romeo 4 ISS. Dit is Oscar November 4 India Sierra Sierra for an Irish schedule contact. How copy, over? Oscar Romeo 4 ISS, Oscar Romeo 4 ISS. Dit is Oscar November 4 India Sierra Sierra for an Irish schedule contact. How copy, over? 4 India Sierra Sierra, loud and clear. This is Oscar 4 India Sierra Sierra, loud and clear, over. Okay, Oscar Romeo 4 ISS. I heard you in the noise. You are a little bit in the noise, so it will better in the next over, I think. You're popping just over the horizon, Chris. Are you ready for questions, over?
Thank you very much. I am ready for questions, over.
So, students, go ahead, over.
This is Paula. Due to COVID, we have to stay at home. Do you have any advice for us? Over.
Hi, Paula. Yeah, it's difficult to stay at home and do what you think is normal. My advice to you is keep a routine. Do what you would do on a normal school day. Wake up at the same time, have breakfast, change clothes, and go to a different room and do your work. And take a break for lunch, take a break when you would rotate to a different classroom perhaps. And then at the end of the day, change your clothes and pretend like you're just arriving home. I think it's most important to maintain a normal schedule to stay productive, over.
This is Jesus. Do you think that the Astro B robot is the beginning of a new generation of robots that would work in the ISS? Over.
Hey, Jesus, that's a great question. I've used the Astro B robot several times, and they're very interesting. I actually, 7 years ago, worked with the first generation, kind of the parent of Astro B, which was called Spheres, and those were interesting as well. And we had students just like you could write the computer code and manipulate the algorithms. I think that it's wonderful to see Astro B and with advancing technologies. It could be very, very helpful for us as astronauts on board the International Space Station, over.
This is Ivan. Does weightlessness affect your thinking, over?
Hi, Ivan. I don't think it affects our thinking, the weightlessness aspect of it. We're up here, we are living in our workplace, much like you guys now with COVID stay-at-home rules. You're living in your workplace, and you sometimes get, I don't want to say forgetful, but you start seeing the same things, and so what affects your thinking is more the fact that you never leave the same building. And we work very hard, and so we try to maintain our sleep schedule as best we can. And we do have a day off on Sunday, so it's nice to rest. We take rest very seriously so that our thinking is sharp and we stay ready to do our work at a peak performance, over.
Hi, this is Antonio. How do you keep fit if you are at zero gravity, over?
Hi, Antonio. Up here on the International Space Station, we have several exercise devices. A bicycle, a treadmill, and a weightlifting machine. They all have acronyms that stand for certain things, but that's what they are. The weightlifting machine is our most important piece of equipment to keep our bones healthy. We need to put load on our bones so that they stay fit and strong. If we did not, our bones would become frail and brittle, and we'd be susceptible to breaking bones. We exercise. It takes about 1 hour to do the weightlifting each day, and we do 30 minutes on either the bicycle or the treadmill. Over.
This is David. What do you do to entertain yourself in the ISS? Over.
Well, David, we have lots of things to do, many of which you can do on Earth. Watch movies, watch a show, read a book, talk with our friends. If you like music, there's several musical instruments up here, a keyboard, a ukulele, a harmonica, and that kind of thing. But what I like to do is just look out the window, because that's something you can't do on Earth, and is watch Earth go by. And so that's what most of us do, is to entertain ourselves, is enjoy the beautiful view out the window. Over.
Hi, this is Paola. After living in space, have you gained a new perspective on life and our everyday problems? Over.
Paola, yes. It's looking down at a planet from here. You just see the swirling colors of blues and browns and white clouds and all mixed together to form our planet. And off on the horizon, you see the skinny little atmosphere that is keeping us all alive. And it makes you realize that Earth is a spaceship for 7 billion astronauts, and you are several of them. So it gives me this perspective that we must take care of Earth like it's our spaceship, just like we are taking care of this spaceship that we are living on right now. Over.
This is Carlos. Did you feel sick while you were in the rocket? Over.
Hi, Carlos. I did not feel sick when I was in the rocket. We all take motion sickness medication right before launch, just like you would if you were on a sailboat and going to the rough ocean, because we don't want to be sick once we get to space. We need to still perform our duties. So we do take medicine just in case, but this is my third mission, and I have not felt sick on any prior time. But it can happen, and it can happen unexpectedly to anybody at any time. Over.
This is Jose Manuel. What inspired you the most to become an astronaut? Over.
Jose Manuel, what inspired me most to become an astronaut was the excitement of the career. That's what first lured me to it. I thought it would be really neat to put on a spacesuit. Then I met somebody who had been an astronaut, and I became even more motivated. But it wasn't until I really got serious about the application did I learn more that what I liked is that every day is different. You're training a lot. Many days you're training. You're in Houston. You're in Japan. You're in Russia. You're in Europe, Canada, and we have many international friends and international travel and training in all those places. And I find that I was very excited about that, and I do enjoy this very much about the job. Over.
This is Elisa. What is the basis of your diet? Over.
Well, our diet is very much normal as we can try. We don't have fresh fruits and vegetables all the time. Occasionally we get delivered fresh fruits and vegetables on a cargo ship that arrives, and those are the first things we pull out, and we eat them as quickly as we can before they go bad. But the bulk of our food is made in food laboratories in Moscow and in Houston, where they prepare the food and then package it, sometimes where we need to add water to the food to rehydrate it to make it edible. And other times it's just regular food put into a can or a bag, and we just open the can or the bag and we eat it. And there's meat, fish, chicken, vegetables of all kinds, desserts and cookies and candies and coffee, tea, milk, juices. We have quite a variety of food. Over.
This is Carlos. What would happen if you cried in space? How would tears react? Over.
Carlos, if you cry in space, the tears just stay kind of in the corner of your eye where your tear duct is. And if you did not touch it with your finger, it would just, the ball of liquid, the tear, would grow and grow and grow, and then sort of spread across your eyelashes and your eyeball itself. I think it would be hard not to touch it with your finger before that point and push the water away. But the biggest force of water is the surface tension, and that's what drives how water behaves in space. Over.
This is Luis. Is your spacesuit comfortable? Over.
Luis, our spacesuit is not entirely comfortable. It's not really designed to be comfortable. It's designed to keep us alive, and it's formed for when we're sitting in the space in the seat. So when you stand up and walk, it's not very suited for walking. It's more just when you're seated, and it just keeps you alive. So it's not meant to be very comfortable, but it's not so bad. Over.
Okay, thank you, Chris, for this is very good Irish contact, but I give the teacher the opportunity to thank you also. Please, Pepe, go ahead. Over.
Okay, just what I want to say. Thank you, Chris. Thank you to everyone that is involved to make it possible. Thank you from I.E.S. Pedro de Valdivia. Good job.
From the space station, this is Chris. You're very welcome. It's a pleasure to talk to all school children, and you guys were the same. I enjoyed your questions, and I wish you all the best in this coming school year and in life. This is Chris Cassidy on the space station, Oscar November 4, India Sierra Sierra. Thank you very much.
Okay, Chris, thank you also for this very good Irish contact. It was a pleasure for me to assist in this international education project. So I say you 7-3, Chris, and thank you. My name is Jan, and my call sign is Oscar November 7, Uniform X-ray. This is Oscar November 4, India Sierra Sierra, over and clear with Oscar Romeo 4, I.S.S.
Okay, it sounds like the ISS has disappeared over the horizon, and I want to thank everyone for doing this. Let's give, if we can, let's give Jan a big hand for his work in making this all happen. So it's okay to go ahead and clap. I'm sure he will hear you.
Thank you.
So I want to thank everyone for attending this I.E.S. Contact, where the students from I.E.S. Pedro de Valdivia High School in Villanueva de la Serena, Spain, spoke with astronaut Chris Cassidy on the International Space Station, courtesy of Jan Populars and the ground station ON for ISS. I also want to thank the participating organizations, the American Amateur Radio Relay League, the AMSAT corporations around the world, and the space agencies, NASA and I.E.S, for participating in this. It has been a very successful contact, and thank you for everyone for listening. This is John Clute, K4SQC in Atlanta, signing off with the traditional ham radio sign-off, 7-3, best wishes and good luck in the future. Operator, you may stop the recording, and this concludes the space chat. So thank you to everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.